Uh, Before I take any questions, I want to congratulate Toronto. They're a fantastic basketball team, great defensively, share the ball, play a beautiful style, a lot of great two-way players, and a lot of veteran players who have been in this league contributing for a long time. And so I'm very happy for them. Winning a championship is the ultimate in this league, and they've got a lot of guys who have earned this. So congrats to Toronto, to their organization, to their fans. They are a worthy champion. Let me say a couple words about our team. It's hard to put into words how I feel about our team. What I've witnessed as their coach over the last 5 years it is just an incredible combination of talent and character and commitment to each other. This just doesn't happen. It just a group of guys like this don't come around together and do what they did over the last 5 years. And I've been lucky enough to be their coach. That's what I told them in the locker room. I can't tell you my gratitude in terms of just being put in this position, to be with this group and to coach them and to help them. But I could not be any luckier as a coach, to be with these guys every day and to watch them compete. And boy, do they compete. I think they showed that in this series and throughout the playoffs. So with that, I will take some questions.
Anthony, on your right.
Anthony Slater with The Athletic. I know it's obviously so fresh now, but how much do you think, a couple of years from now, you'll look back at this season with the what ifs on the injuries with Kevin and obviously what happened to Clay tonight?
Yeah, I mean, more than the what ifs is just feeling bad for the players involved. Injuries are always part of the NBA season, any professional sport. Injuries play a huge role, and it's just the nature of these injuries, the severity of these injuries, and we'll know more about Clay, but we can sit here and say, well, if this hadn't happened or that hadn't happened, that doesn't matter. What matters is, Kevin Durant is going to miss next season with an Achilles tear, and Clay suffered a knee injury, and we'll know, as I said, we'll know more before too long. But it's just brutal. It's just brutal what these guys have had to deal with and what they're dealing with right now. And so that's my initial feeling.
Tim, over here on this side.
Comment, The Athletic. Steve, just what is going through your mind when you see Clay go down and obviously in pain, and you already have Kevin out, you have Kevon, wearing an ice pack and a harness practically when he's not playing. As a coach, does it dawn on you that what is happening here, and what are your players saying? What's the emotion through all this?
It's amazement that we're sitting in this position, with, during the game, we have a chance to win the game, force a game 7, go back to Toronto. And you just think, how is this group of guys put themselves in position to do it? And then, as I said, when Clay goes down and is out for the game, it's just, sort of you got to be kidding me. Like this has to stop. But it's just the way it's gone. I don't know if it's related to 5 straight seasons of playing 100+ games and just all the wear and tear, but it's devastating.
Came off, it looked like he was not going to come back, and then came back down the tunnel. Did you think he might be able to play again, or was it just strictly to shoot the free throws?
Well, I think what happened was he wasn't aware of the rule that, if you don't shoot the free throws, you can't come back in the game. So I think somebody told him in the hallway. Clay being Clay, he just turned right around and came back and shot the free throws. And, we committed the automatic foul to get him out of the game. And he came back and he told me just 2 minutes. I think there was, 2 minutes left in the third. He said, just a 2-minute rest, I'll be ready. And next thing I heard was he was done for the night from Drew Yoder, our trainer.
Over here in the aisle.
Coach, Sandeep Chanak with Yahoo Sports. Before Clay got hurt, 30 points. He was rolling, and big if here. But if he doesn't go down, how do you think the game plays out?
Doesn't matter. He went down.
Mark, right here, 2, a couple of rows up.
Steve, Mark Schwartz, ESPN. You talked about the commitment that these guys have to one another. How did that commitment get you past Clay's injury to Steph having an open look for a game-winning shot potentially?
Well, they're a gifted, competitive group, and even without the injured players, even without Clay, even without KD, you look out on the floor, you still got a lot of great basketball players. Andre had a huge night for us. We had to have that. Somebody had to come in and score for us tonight, and Andre did that. Draymond was fighting like crazy all night. Looney with, a fractured chest cartilage, fighting and fighting and fighting. And I thought DeMarcus came in, gave us good minutes. So we just kept going, and I think our guys relied on their experience of being in this moment. They don't get nervous. I think they just keep playing, and we had a chance. So they fought and gave it every opportunity.
When Steph took the shot, what went through your mind?
I just thought it was in. I always think every shot Steph takes is going in. So, but they don't all go in. So, but what a warrior, no pun intended. Steph was getting hounded this entire series. Toronto did a great job on him, sending 2-3 people at him, hounding him and harassing him. And, especially without Clay to rely on in that fourth quarter, I thought he got a little worn down.
Mark, last question here. We have Draymond now coming up.
It's Steve, Mark, Medina Bay, and News Group. When you look at DeMarcus and the journey he took with overcoming the different injuries and how he fit in with his team, where would you put this season in context for him?
I thought I was really pleased with the way DeMarcus performed the last couple games. He came in and gave us huge minutes and gave it everything he had, committed himself to the team and came off the bench and kept us going when we needed him. So, tough season for him in terms of coming off the injury and then getting injured again in the playoffs. So it was not easy for him, but I think he contributed, and I think he learned a lot, and I think our guys really enjoyed being around him. I know I did, and he helped us. He helped us win a lot of games.
Thank you, Coach. Draymond will be right up.